you guys hear me? Probably, right? What is happening here? Huh? Okay, it's live. It's live! Oh, it says there's 7 people watching. Hello. Hi. Let me make sure my audio's on. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's been forever since I streamed. Okay, it's live. It's live! Oh, Kuma! Let me in! Let me in! Let me make sure my Oh, that's probably very loud. Sorry, I did not even have my speaker on. How loud was that? Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Oh my god, that was so loud. Sorry. Well, let me know if the music is loud or not. I'm trying to like not make it too loud. Hi Cosmo, Kuma, hi Ali. Ali with the cat. And Delilah, who was like waiting earlier. Sorry. It has been like literally months since I streamed. Okay. I don't know why I have it like this. Yeah, that's better. Okay, my VTuber does move. Okay. How have you guys been? Hopefully you've been good. Let's see here. It's like no one like talking in chat. Anyway, depending on how the turnaround for this stream is, will determine how long this goes. I don't plan on streaming for like too long, maybe an hour or so, we'll see. But I've been playing like Skyward Sword lately, so I literally just want to focus today's stream on drawing the characters from there. Zeldy Bear. It's been so long since I've had a stream. I hate this like Splatoon music so much, but I don't know. Oh yeah, well, YouTube doesn't tell you when the stream starts a little. Yeah, so with my OBS thing, it just says like, oh, start stream, and I'm like, okay, starts to stream, and then I'm like, did it start? I pressed the wrong button the first time, so I was confused. And I literally like, maybe it's because I'm still very new to streaming and I haven't like properly set everything up, but I literally have my phone on the side to watch the stream so I can like see the chat. You have to refresh yourself, I guess. I was unaware. Interesting. I hate these gloves though. So I have these like Cintiq gloves that you're supposed to wear that I guess it's supposed to help like maybe keep your like natural hand oils off the screen, but it makes everything so slippery. Also, thanks for joining the stream, Kuma, because I'm like, I haven't streamed in so long, so I don't know how many people are actually going to show up. So I don't want to feel like nervous. IDK if you told me, but do you prefer YT streaming over Twitch? I briefly talked about this before, but it doesn't really matter. It's not that I prefer YouTube over Twitch per se, but that, you know, when I was first starting, I was trying to build my YouTube channel and also kind of get, you know, re-monetized because I had not been active. So I just felt like it would be better to just keep everything on one page rather than trying to have 2 different streaming apps and everything, right? Since I wanted to focus on animation and like live streams, I figured if I do it all on YouTube, then like, you know, I can get monetized on here and like people can like easily go and see my other animations and stuff. That's right, I remember now. Yeah. I see the vision. Yeah. I think I will use Twitch in the future, but I'd rather use it more for like, just for goofs and for shits and giggles, or like playing video games with my friends, and that's about it. Like stuff that would just, the copyright would just be obnoxious to deal with on YouTube, but I don't know, maybe the copyright on Twitch is just as bad. How is it, Kuma, if you were to like compare the two? Because I don't know if you've ever streamed on YouTube, or if you always were just on Twitch. Streaming is hard. Yeah. I think I'll use pink for this. Solo streaming is harder. Yeah. Because at least when you have someone to stream with, like, you can, like, you know, ping pong off each other. It kind of helps that I am okay with just rambling whenever I'm on stream, right? But, like, not having a friend that you're comfortable with to stream with definitely makes it easier to just like keep the conversation going. Ah, Zelda, you're so cute. So it says YT is harder because you really have to have an audience kind of built in already to find you. I think it's easier to be discovered on Twitch maybe, but with your animation stuff you might have some people. Okay. What I could also do as well is I've heard of people who kind of stream on Twitch and on YouTube simultaneously. Is that possible? Like, do you know? Because if that's a possibility, I wouldn't mind just doing that. Because the next thing for me as well is like, you know, I want my streams to be available in at least one of the places. It'd be quite annoying if like people had to keep going back and forth just to know where my streams were. So I don't know if that's possible. Slow mode is okay, I'm gonna take off slow mode. Sorry about that. I put it on there because I couldn't stand like initially when my streaming started getting like bigger, people were like some people would come in and spam. How do I do that? How do I turn off slow mode while I'm on stream? Let's see here. If I don't know how, I'll just like turn off this stream and then make a new one and just change the settings. Live. Let's see. Okay, slow mode, I'll turn that off. Okay, there we go, no more slow mode. Oh, Zelda, so cute. Kuma says, yes it is. I haven't done it personally, but it's possible but you have to manage both at the same time. I think for C7, it's worth looking into multi-streaming as well if you get to it before us. What is C7? I'm just like gonna take a note of that, but I don't know what. I'm free, rah. Yeah, no worries. I recognize. I'm like, okay, it must be hard to like, cause I didn't think about. Oh gosh, I didn't think about the fact that obviously there's stream lag too, right? So whatever you say to me now, I might respond to it, and it might show up like 5-6 seconds later. So it's really hard to communicate. So I didn't even think about that. So I was like, okay, I'll take off the stuff. Zeldy Bear. But yeah, I was saying earlier, I've been playing Skyward Sword. Have you played Skyward Sword? Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword? Or not. If not, then that's fine, but... Ali says, long time no stream. I know. Yeah. I've been like super busy. I'm still busy, but I just figured, I'm like, okay, it's been so long since I streamed. I think I should like just do one. Also, it doesn't wrap around. Okay. Give her like fucking quarterback shoulders. Scott says, I'm a Skyward Sword defender. Have been always in. Let's go. Yeah, so I have not finished the game yet, so please no spoilers. But so how I found out about the game at first, I saw this random video that was like talking about Zelda X Link, like that shit, and it was like a compilation of like cutscenes from Skyward Sword, and I'm like, bro, why are they so like precious in this game, right? So I got it, and I started playing it, and honestly, I just really like how funny the game is. I like the world, I like the characters a lot, and like the little side quests, though I have not like finished all of them yet, so no spoilers. But I just really love the dynamic between Zelda and Link. Like, it really feels like they're like actual friends and they really like each other. Versus like the other Zelda games, she's just she's a princess. So there's this whole like, even though they're close, it just feels like, you know, Link is just doing his job, right? How do I wrap this thing around her arm? She looks fucking crazy here. I don't like the way I do that. Okay, I'm tempted with that. Zelda, you will just be a floating head. Hope you like it. Yeah, no spoilers, but in my opinion, it's the first time the Zelda series tried to actually give personality to Zelda. Yes, that's true. Like, even Link, like, even though Link doesn't talk, like physically speak that we can hear of, like, just, he's so much funnier in this game. And I know that, like, well, what I know from what my friend told me was that, you know, people prefer, like, edgier versions of Legend of Zelda games, but I'm a huge fan of, you know, lighthearted comedy and stuff. And, like, this game still does get pretty, like, serious and pretty, not really, I guess pretty dark, but it's not, like, that edgy, right? And I like that. I like that it's not, like, so, like, grim all the fucking time. Like, we can laugh, you know? That's why I like it so much. Breath of the Wild and Tears went on to do their own version of Zelda with personality, but I like the personality of Skyward. Yes, like, literally, so Tears of the Kingdom used to be my favorite game. Because that, like, when I bought it, like, I usually don't play video games, but this game was just so much fun for me. And then I was like, there's nothing that can top this game. And I was really sad because I had just finished it. So then when I found Skyward, I was like, bro, no, Skyward is my new favorite. The only thing that just sucks is sometimes the controls are really annoying. Because I bought it for the Switch version. But I mean, I feel like everyone at this point hates the controls for Skyward, so that's fine. Groose is so funny. I don't know if you've seen my like Instagram like story highlights, but I have a story highlight called Skyward Swonk, and it's just like the things that I find very funny in the game. Let me see if I can pull that up right now. Actually, 1 second. Let's see. Link and Zelda are just so cute. Yes, they're so cute. Scott says, when I say I'm a Skyward defender, I'm always talking about the presentation and characters. The gameplay is shit. Oh, sorry. The gameplay is hit and miss, and I have to admit that. I couldn't agree more, man. Okay, let's see. Hold on, let me turn off this Splatoon music first off. Shut up. Alright, let's get into it. Bruh. Yeah, when I was playing it, I was like, oh, this is so fun, bam. Ever since I knew that you could, like, crash into things, I could not stop crashing into things. My man hit it. So I know in-game Karane has a crush on Tippet, but do not tell me what happens because I'm literally replaying the game right now just so I can try and get their ending. Do not tell me the ending. I will literally fucking cry and be so angry. So this scene was like, oh, okay. Yes, we love Zelink in here. This is another thing that made me decide to get the game myself. The fact that you can like make choices, because I'm like, I am gonna do everything I can to make this like as Zelink as possible. So I'm gonna choose everything that's like Zelink. Cause they're so first love. It's so cute. I know. I love this. Like she's like, oh, pay attention or focus or whatever. Oh, I hated this cat. This was so funny. I love this so much because I'm like, it's like he goes, Link. It's so good. Yeah, he doesn't even like they don't care to animate it. Just slides over. Oh wait, what? I love that please.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Before I get copyrighted. Oh! This actually scared me. When I went into Beetle's airship and he goes, oh! I was like, okay, cool. All right. Go away. Oh my god. So I'm sure I've known what a rapport was in the past, but I completely forgot. So when I got this rapport, I was like, are you kidding me? Anyway, I wanted to say that on beat so bad. I love that. Anyway. Yeah, he misses her so bad. I love you guys. This pissed me off. And when they said that Zelda was like chained up to this thing, I was like, wait, what? Beatles, oh, it's seared into my brain. No, same here. It's like so funny, but it's annoying, but it's cute. It's I was telling my friend, I'm like, honestly, if they did another Skyward Sword-esque game where like the characters are designed like the same way they look in Skyward Sword, it's not like suddenly Breath of the Wild style, because I don't really care about the way the art looks there. The art here looks really like interesting, right? But the controls were as good as they are in Tears of the Kingdom, and then like the world was even more expanded on, I would be so happy. Let's see. It's hilarious that these legends of Zelda, Link, and Ganon are reincarnated over and over and over throughout time and space, but also so does Beetle. Yes, Beetle will live forever. I'm drinking water. Oh, I hate this guy. I hate this guy. Girahim? Girahim? How do you pronounce that? I'm gonna call him Graham Cracker. That's his name now, Graham Cracker. Oh yeah, this was so funny. I was so happy. At first I hated Groose, but because I hated Groose, I knew I was gonna love Groose. So I'm just really happy seeing them give him an arc here. That's great. I have high hopes for the next Zelda game. With everything they learned from the Breath of the Wild era, if they focus more on fleshing out the characters in the world within that gameplay, genuinely might be the best game ever. I know, because Tears of the Kingdom, I haven't played Breath of the Wild. I actually bought Tears of the Kingdom like, I think a year and a half ago on my birthday. But now I actually have Breath of the Wild. Like I just bought it off of somebody. So I'm like gonna finish Skyward completely, then I'm gonna go play Breath of the Wild because I'm just enjoying myself. These games are really fun. My skills. Musician! Yeah, so I gave Cowlin's letter to the toilet lady, but I didn't know that by not giving Cowlin's letter to Karane, it would not move her story forward. So this is what I mean. Do not tell me what happens, because I literally am restarting the game. I didn't finish it. I got up to like the very third dungeon in the Elden Volcano where I need to get my sword powered up from there, and I stopped because I just restarted the entire game in another save file so I can get back to this fucking point again and do the right thing. Because I didn't know where Karane was. Or Crane. I'm gonna call her Crane because I don't know, like, I hate saying her name as Karane or whatever. I didn't know where she was. I kept searching through the skies for her. I only knew that she was in her room at the nighttime. I did not realize that she was always standing in the classroom the whole time, like in daytime. So I'm like, bro, why isn't she accepting the letter? Okay, I'm giving the letter to the fucking toilet. So, bruh. Anywho. Oh yeah, look at this. What you say? That you only meant well, cause you did. I love this guy. You ruined everything, you stupid bitch. Oh yeah, I did this.
Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips. Amarillo, 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 plátano.
Oh yeah, this is cute. Hey, go. Oh my god. She ain't no diver. Nar, diver is a female version of a hustler. Hustler. Alright, back to the regular scheduled program. No spoilers for me, don't worry. Thank you! I love that she's just a floating head. That's fine. Okay. You can hear the music, right? And it's not too loud. If it's too loud, let me know and I'll try and just make it quieter. I'm trying not to draw so zoomed in so I can like really just feel the whole drawing, but at the same time, like, I realize that if I don't zoom in, you guys are not gonna see jack shit. Is this gonna be Z-Link art? I want to draw that so bad, but I think I just need to really warm up. So right now I'm just kind of trying to sketch each of the characters and get used to it and figure out how to like incorporate them into my style. I hate this fucking remix. Hold on. Not it closing with the same song. Okay, I'm gonna be working with you, so I might not be constantly typing, but I should respond. Okay, all good. Be aware of the delay, though. Okay. Oh, the voice crack. Whoa. I wanna add like some like wind or something. This is like the most. it's so apparent that I have not like drawn or doodled or anything like that in so long, because just like I'm like I think every artist goes through this or is in this phase where when you're trying to learn how to draw something and you're not used to drawing it yet, the drawings just look so awkward and it makes you so like angry because you want the drawings to look like a certain way and it's not really coming out that way. Okay, that's a little like so many people are gonna be like, what the fuck? This stream, I missed the stream. I didn't even know this was happening. Cause I kind of decided this like a bit last minute. Ali says me trying to draw my OCs. Nice. I mean, oh yeah, same experience. Yeah. I just keep banging my head into my iPad sometimes. Something till something comes out looking okay. Bro, reading that sentence made me feel like I had like dyslexia. I love them, but they're hard to draw sometimes. Yeah. I'm the one who typed it, my bad. Every time I'm about to stream, that's when I feel hungry. Psh. I guess that's on me for not really eating. Well, I ate a snack because literally I was playing Skyward before the stream started. Also, I feel like I draw guys so often that like when it comes time to draw like female characters, I like almost can't. Says, so if you're not watching One Piece right now, like you should be, cough cough, what have you been watching recently? So, like a month ago or so, I actually binged all of Hajime no Ippo because it was on Netflix, and I'm like, bro, I like older anime, so let me see how this is, and I cried. It was so fucking good. I also want to draw Hajime Ippo like fan art, maybe on stream today. And then I have been rewatching Yu Yu Hakusho because I watched it many years ago and I saw it on Netflix. It's not on Netflix anymore now, but I saw it and I'm like, oh, okay, let's see this again, and it was so good. And now I'm mad because I recently went to Emerald City Comic Con, and Justin Cook, who voices some characters in Dragon Ball, but he voices Yusuke. Oh, I gave her a circular ear, lol. He voices Yusuke. He was at the convention, but I was too busy. I wasn't going to be able to see him anyway, but I contemplated going up to see him, but at the time I had not rewatched it yet. So I literally didn't even know what I would have asked him to say as Yusuke, so I just didn't go. And now that I've been rewatching it, I'm like, shit, this is so good. I should have just asked him. Damn it. Oh well. You're so pretty when you're mad. I'm gonna get so copyrighted for this. I wish we would not get copyrighted for using just songs in the background. I wish they would just like take some revenue and not fucking like screw me over, but oh well. Like the
What is this? Today, I'm gonna make a vase with all my different colors. Last time we did this,
I saw a random video about a guy like creating a vase with like different colors.
I feel going in didn't have the MOLY process. Tends sides separately are.
Oh, it's cute. Nice. Good job. Anyway, next. I gotta find my streaming music. You messed up, man. Wait, I forgot the context. What did I mess up? I can't remember anymore. Bro, I wish I had peanut butter. I would make a peanut butter sandwich right now. This is what happens when I don't read like the chat on time. I forget the like whatever it is that I said that warranted a specific response, and I'm like, what? You messed up on the voice actor saying a line thing. Oh, the delay. I fucking hate stream delays so much. Like I wish it was just exactly on time. Like, do you know if there's an actual technical reason why that happens? Like, if, or just that's just like just Wi-Fi lag, just generally for everybody, I guess. Ali says, "How have you been lately, IDK? What else to say? No worries. I've been good, thank God. Right. I have been working, so that's kind of what has been making me very busy. I am an animator, thank God. Also, I'm like fanning myself, so if you're hearing like woof 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 in the fan or in the mic, sorry about that. If not, that's good. But I've been doing good. I've been extremely busy, which I'm very grateful for, but at the same time, like I am pretty tired. And like I'm hoping to continue streaming again more frequently, and especially to like finish my Friday Night Funkin music video animation that I was working on, because I wanted to finish that for Halloween last year, and I couldn't because I immediately started working again. So how are you, by the way, Ali? And Kuma says, honestly, I don't know what causes the delay, but it's different for everyone. I think it's your own internet connection that matters the most, I think. Sigh. If only I had like freaking, I don't even know how the internet works, like 5 Gs of internet. I believe that there may be some settings on OBS or whatever you're using to help, but IDK them. Google might though. Yeah, I'll have to look into that when I have free time. Ali says, I've been alright, I guess. That's good. We all have our ups and downs in life, but it doesn't really, not that it doesn't really matter, but everything's gonna be okay, right? I want to give her like cute, dainty, feminine fingers, but I always draw all my characters with blocky hands, so fuck it, she's getting cute, dainty, blocky fingers. I love this song. Says my dad keeps talking about AI art even though I want to be an animator and I'm kind of scared to go into animation now. Honestly, just go into it, right? I'm currently an animator, right? And I see the ups and downs in the industry and like how much people are fighting against AI and stuff, and it's like I've kind of given up on that at this point because all these, for lack of better words, normies don't really care, right? They're just happy that they finally get to like have artwork, even though it looks like fucking scary computer generated like nonsense. And it's like, you know, I'm sure you've like seen the recent like Ghibli debacle where people were just like this AI company or whatever like just took Ghibli, like, fuck, I can't even get my words right. They just like took footage or whatever from like Ghibli archives or whatever, the actual stuff that they've made, and just fed it to AI without permission, and just, you know, people just like going crazy with it now. And apparently like Studio Ghibli kind of like told them like, hey, the fuck are you doing, right? I don't know if they got sued or anything, probably not, because I think people are still making those things. But at this point, like, I can't be bothered anymore. I love art. It's what I do, and it's my career. So I'm gonna just keep doing the best I can. And at least for now, AI has not like completely like ruined us, basically, and has not like completely shut us off from jobs, right? And at the end of the day, God forbid if AI gets so bad to the point where like artists just cannot make a living anymore, I'm still gonna draw and just do it traditionally for myself. Basically, the Ghibli trend. Yeah, you're on my own freaking siblings do it sometimes, right? And I see that, and I'm like, I try and tell them like, stop doing this. And at one point they were like, I'm sorry, I like it, I'm just gonna, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if it was your job and if it was your like industry and stuff that you liked to do being like finessed and people just did it for cheap anyway, you'd be mad, right? But it's like, you don't care because you're not an artist, you don't draw, you don't know why this is such a problem for us, because it's easy. It's like using any ordinary like freaking Instagram filter, right? You take a selfie, it makes you look prettier. You take a selfie, it turns you into an anime character, and you didn't have to spend like 50 to $100 to commission someone to draw it and then wait for it to be done. It happens instantly. The instant gratification of knowing that this thing you want to see yourself in is done like that. One thing that pissed me off though, there was like a different like AI thing going on TikTok at one point that was like this really punky 2000s-esque looking art style, and it turns out that it was like somebody else's artwork, like a social media artist, right, that was just like stolen and just put into AI and used without the artist's permission. And I think the artist like tried to call it out, but it didn't really go anywhere. Like, people still use it, or it's not as popular anymore now because that's just how trends are. Like, they come and go. But that's sad. Like, I'd be scared of that too. Like, the thought of like my art just suddenly being used by like everybody for AI. It's like, if everyone walked around stealing your face and pretending to be you, but they clearly did not really look like you. That's kind of how it felt. Good mindset to have, TBH. Yeah, like, fuck it. Because I could sit here and self-destruct because of how scary AI is, or I can just pray that everything goes well and just, you know, not waste my time anymore. Because I see so many people, like, signing petitions and doing stuff, which is good, you know, but when the minute you realize that all this shit is, like, falling on deaf ears, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say just, like, stop as a whole, because if we do stop, then it's gonna just speed up, basically. The sooner we stop, the sooner it speeds up, like, the production of AI and the continuation and its growth. So, I don't know. Talk about it, but don't stress yourself out about it, basically, is how I feel. But don't let it scare you. At least for now, like, it's still okay to be an animator. Like, it's not like completely bad, but it's just more like, you know, not enough companies or whoever the heck is in charge is green lighting shows to be made. So that's the only problem. That's like, people don't really have jobs yet because there's nothing to really work on, right? That's why you gotta count your blessings and just whatever you get, be very grateful for and do your best at it, right? It doesn't look amazing right now, but it's also new and scary, and that could be said about many different things in history, you know. I like to think that sometimes in the future a middle ground will be reached. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, AI looks kind of shit right now, but again, like with anything, right? All it just takes is a bit of time, and before you know it, like it's no longer gonna be creepy, uncanny valley. It's gonna look like near perfect. Zelda bear, so cute. I think what I need to do, I need to reduce how much forehead I gave her. Whoa, that's a bit too much. Yeah, that was good. Because it's not exactly like that. That's why I just stopped like fighting so hard, because I'm like, it's not going away. They just started AI. There's no way that AI is gonna disappear anytime soon, especially when you see how, like, you know. And I can't even lie, there was a point where, like, when AI first came out, like, all the artists were super vocal about it, and like, we're like, no, this is bad, get rid of it, myself included. But then one day, out of nowhere, all the AI hate and slander just kind of like was toned down. And then there was this random like filter thing that you could put your own photos in, and it would like turn it into really stupid, like goofy, like outcomes. And I found myself using it at one point, right? I used it, and so did a lot of other artists, because it was your own work, but it was still basically AI, right? And then it just shocked me how easy it was that not only I, but other artists just kind of basically were okay with using the AI at that point, right? And then once people started calling it out, like, oh, hey, why are we as artists, you know, doing this, like using this filter, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly, you know, we all kind of stopped. So I don't know, man. It's like all it just, unfortunately, all it just takes is the right marketing idea, and before you know it, everybody wants a piece of it, right? So I don't know. I really don't know what to think or how to feel about that. It doesn't matter anymore. I like this Zelda. Oh, thank you. What is this? Yeah, mainstream public is really who dictates these things, yeah. Like, it literally won't be until it starts to affect everybody that people will actually take a stand against, like, AI. So, it's just, I wonder what's gonna happen to the world, man. I really do, because we got AI, and then we also have, like, tech companies doing some creepy shit behind the scenes. You know, all these, like, freaking iRobot looking ass, like, fake humans that are made in robot form or whatever. Just so many things going on that I've seen like some videos of, but I don't like to look too heavily into it anymore, so I don't like overwhelm my brain. But it just gets you thinking, you know, like, how far into artificial intelligence and all manners of things are we gonna get before like everything just kind of stops? Like this Zelda, thank you. Another song I really like. Okay, I'll be right back. 5 minutes. I would like to make a sandwich. It says, to be honest, when you look into it, we're already slowing down. AI isn't really smart. Exactly, like AI isn't like, at least so far, like there's, no matter what we create, there's still gonna be a certain limitation to it. It's a big math problem that predicts things really well, but it's not really intelligent, so it's trained on other things. And it's been trained on the internet as a whole. But where do we go from there? Exactly, right? I don't know. Sometimes the people who create these things are like fucking geniuses, so I don't know how far they'll go. But yeah, I'll be right back. Hold on tight, please don't leave. 5 minutes, I'm gonna make a sandwich. But it's just kind of slowing up. Yeah. So far, nothing special has come from AI yet. It's just the typical, the usual shit. BRB. Okay, I'm back, but I'm gonna mute so I can eat the sandwich. Well, I'll be reading the chat, of course. Yeah, I'm trying to draw Fee. It's so funny that her name is Fee. Like, why Fee? Haha, wifey. Kuma, how many people do you know that, like, I guess I was gonna say that play Skyward Sword, but Skyward Sword is technically an old game, right? So unless, like, people just got Skyward HD, like, no one's really playing it. But how many people do you know that, like, you know, really like Skyward? Whoa, my voice cracked. Ew. Fi? I mean, yeah, Fi sounds better than saying Fee, so makes sense. Yeah, that's so funny. Hi, little little Garfield. Great name. Yeah. Sandwich is done. Sandwich consumed. Though, I don't know if that peanut butter was fucking bad, but my stomach no likey. Anyway, yeah, that's so true. That's the exact same thing my friend said. She was like, you know, this game stood out because it did kind of, was like, it was basically like one of the first like open world kind of Zelda games, right? Plus the theme song is big, yes it is. My favorite Zelda, favorite villain, and looks pretty, so I'll always love read Skyward Sword. Yeah. Great game. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try and draw some links. Zeldy Bear. I'm gonna call her that from now on. I wanted to, like, color this white, but I didn't want to mess up my... I guess it's fine. Ah, ow. What fucking layer is that on? What? So I finally got to explore, and like go up the down the bathroom vent or whatever the fuck, and it got me into like Zelda's room, and it's so cute because she has her little notebook open and is talking about how she like really hopes that Link will do his best and win the flight ceremony thing that they did at the start of the game. But then it's like, it's so heavily implied that, you know, that Link and Zelda have a thing for each other in the game, but especially that Zelda really wants to confess her feelings to Link, right? So like literally when you're in her room, on the side like desk near the closet, she has a little love letter, and I'm like, oh my gosh. That basically confirms it to me that she was like gonna confess to Link like before the darkness swooped up and like stole her under the clouds. Love them. Okay. I thought I'd be able to draw more, but like Link in his Skyloft outfit. What? Oh, it's white. I was drawing with white the whole time. I didn't even realize. Okay, let's see. I keep forgetting these characters literally have like elf ears or like just pointed ears. Okay, I'm just gonna try and draw them in my really loosely sketchy style, so I can try and like get used to them. Yeah, I just love things that have good character and like character development and all that stuff. So that's why this game is just like really resonating with me. Oh, I don't even know if you're still making your sandwich. If you are, then I guess I'm just talking to myself, which is whatever. Oh, LML, what is that? What is what? Is that Link? Yes, it is. I'm like drawing him like passed out. What is that? It's so funny. Trust the process, damn it. I probably should have drawn the actual bed shape first, so I could figure out how to make the proportions and everything work, but you know, I didn't do any of that. Blake's dirty ass goes to sleep with his shoes on. This looks so stupid. Oh my god, I hate this. I'm gonna delete this afterwards. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep this sketch really sketchy and not care for it anymore. He looks like he's dead. What? What is happening here? I'm just gonna draw like the most generic like bed. See, look at he's in the hospital. Blue. What are those birds called again? They're loft wings. Loft wing. Let's see here. The loft wing is like, bitch, if you don't fucking get up. All he needs is chalk outliner on him. Poor boy is sleepy. Ew, I hate this. Whoa. Goodbye, I've deleted that shit. Drawing animals is really hard for me. Much less trying to simplify them. Jesus. Okay. All he needs is chocolate. Oh yeah, I already read that. Holy shit. Guys, I need to work out my hands, my drawing hands. This is so embarrassing. I can't draw. Maybe if I just draw Bruce, maybe it'll be funnier. But I hate Bruce, he's so like stupid looking. Maybe that's exactly what I need, a stupid looking character. He looks like a Steven Universe character when I draw him like this. It's like a Steven Universe character. I'm gonna throw something. Who is this? What is happening with my art? Anyway, this is the awkward stage of learning how to draw characters. I should have done like a smug Bruce face, not this. Where's his hair? That's your hairline, dude? Bruce Universe. Hey man, it looks good to me. Thank you. There are days where I can like doodle for hours and like everything just clicks, and then there are days where like I feel like I'm just drawing for the first time in my life. Like, I'm making him too handsome. He's supposed to be kind of ugly. Oh, my music stopped. What happens to my music? Oh. Why is the quality of this image so bad? The reference I'm trying to look at. Goose's voice actor would be Patrick Warburton. I feel like I've heard that name before, but I can't remember like what he sounds like. Now his face looks even worse. Get the expression back to where it used to be. That's not Bruce. This looks like fucking Ganondorf, but like worse. Joe Swanson. Oh! Ew! No, please don't give him the Joe Swanson voice, the Kronk voice. Ew! No! The Kronk voice is too good for him. Like, no, I don't want him to sound like that. You def know that voice. Yeah, I know. I just don't like. I don't know people, right? I don't remember their names. He's actually gonna be at the next convention I'm going to. Mr. Warbutton or Burton, I can't fucking read that. Patrick's Warburton. Right, the poison for Cusco. Bleh. There he is, Mr. Groose himself. Groose the goose. Maybe that's why his name is Groose, because he's supposed to be like a goose. I don't know. I'm gonna shrink Groose universe a little bit here. I hate the way he looks. All it just takes for me is to draw a character that is funny. That's it. Sounds of artistic pain. I like this version of Groose. It's a lot more visually appealing. What, the one that I'm drawing? Like this one that's up here, not the other stupid fucking like tiny one at the bottom where he looks like a Steven Universe character. I want to draw his little lackeys. What's their name again? Colin. I like both. Oh, I'm glad. Like, I really love the characters in this game. Like, I feel like I can really integrate them into my style well. I just need time to like get used to drawing them. I'm gonna just move this. I hate looking at this shit. Here, I'll give him his own special layer. But if I had to pick, I do like the top one. Yeah, yeah. I hate the bottom one too. Fucking Steven Universe looking ass shit. Aw, Nico, have to run errands. Hope you have a good rest of your stream. Catch you next one. Aw, win, bye. Thanks for stopping by at all. I'm just gonna keep drawing a bit. Okay, I'm gonna move Zelda out of here. It's kind of hard to draw around her. Do a better job at this. I don't know who else is in stream, but if you're there, still hi. If no one else says anything in chat, I'm probably just gonna stay quiet for a bit and just draw. Initially, I was going to just stop streaming, but I really do want to get better at drawing these characters, so I just need to warm up and get in there. I'm gonna draw a Link. This is not typically how I draw, so I think what I should do is try to figure out the space where the characters are. Oh shit, oops. So we have the floor plane. How does the kitchen look? So there's this giant arc here, I'm pretty sure, which is where the door is. And then there's out there. And the staircase behind, a small step, probably a staircase that leads to the door, and there's a plant over here. And I feel like Colin and Stridge would be behind him. Whoa, Anthony, hey! Thanks for joining the stream, man. I've been playing Skyward Sword lately. Skyward Sword HD. So I just wanted to kind of draw the characters all just kind of like chilling. Been forever since I got to see one of these. I know, I've been very busy. Have not been able to host a single stream in like a long time. I figured maybe if I do a stream now, like, you know, people who typically watch them could at least like have something to kind of look at. But it's been pretty slow, honestly. I think everyone just kind of has their own thing they're doing. True, life been lifing, yeah. Oh, what the heck? That's not my typical pen. No wonder I'm like, why is the line art looking like that? I'm still so sad about King Dakar getting like destroyed. Like, obviously, it's like, it doesn't even matter. It shouldn't matter for me because I was never really gonna go on the ride anyway because I was scared of it. But it's like, it's the fact that like now I literally can't go on it ever because it's just dead. Kind of funny, but sad nonetheless. Honestly, I might end stream soon. I wanted to draw the characters and just kind of have fun, but I'm not really feeling it right now. Oh, and there's 6 people. Hi! Alex says, I'm back. Just finished getting ready for church. Woohoo! Let's go, Christian. If you were Christian, I don't know if you, when you say church, you go to a different church, I don't know. But, let's go, Christians! Anthony says, yeah, that's a sucky feeling knowing you'll never be able to do something. I was never able to go ride. I was never going to ride that thing, though. Yeah, it's too much for a ride. Yeah, like, even I'm scared to go on that, right? But, it was just a really cool ride to look at. And, you know, just like a lot of people have been saying, it's like, you know, Six Flags better have a good ride to like, replace it. Because if they don't, well, That's just gonna be a stupid. It feels stupid, but sometimes it's not really stupid because it's like, it was very expensive for them to keep maintaining this roller coaster, and they've had it for like 20 years. So it's like, okay, bitch, fucking disappear. We need to make something new. But it's like, with the coaster as like unique as King Dakar, that's the kind of coaster that would not, you know, like die ever. Ali, I'm not sure if have you joined my previous streams. Like, it's been so long, so I kind of forgot the names of all the people who like have joined my streams before. Whoa, cheeks. But like, how did you find out about my streams? And like, at what point did you start like tuning into them? Someone will make it for VR experience. I wouldn't mind. I would love to go for like a VR experience for King Dakar, but so we used to have a similar thing over here where like it's a little like arcade place, but they had a ride in there that was like a pod you get into, right? And when you get into the pod, it kind of moves up and starts shaking and stuff, and it actually does flip upside down whenever you do go on a loop-de-loop. I went on it once with my friend, but I got so scared like once it got to the lift hill that I just fucking like panicked and pressed the escape button so I could leave. It was quite funny, but I'm sure my friend was like, what the fuck? But she stayed on and wrote it afterwards, but you know, I didn't write that. I was like, I'm not doing this. Alex says, I joined the last one with the Dan Doodles. Oh, nice. In that case, you must be, like, I'm just gonna ask, I don't know, you must be a fan of ZEZ, right? Like, the creator of Ramshackle? Because I know a lot of people joined because I was doing a collab with my friends Zeddy and Kuma, who was in chat earlier. What the heck? Oh no, this is on the wrong layer. Why did I... This angle puts so much focus on this stupid guy's butt. I found your channel through ZEZ, and I watched the Big Kahuna because I love indie animation. Let's go! Thank you for watching it. Whee! What'd you think of the cartoon? Just give him a cape and hide the booty. But he doesn't have a cape. I'll leave his little booty there, it's fine. He can have his booty. Loved it. Thank you so much. Also, I see some hearts being spammed in the chat, like the little like emoji. Thank you, whoever is doing that. Oh, I feel tired. I do want to make more Big Kahuna stuff down the line, but I need the free time for it. And then I also just want to really sit down and really think through my story. I have OCs, but I honestly have no idea what to do with them. It'd be like that. Like for me, I usually don't like to make OCs for that exact reason, right? Because like I usually like, so how do I even explain this? Like when I was in school, when I was studying art in art school, we'd have to make assignments all the time and like, you know, make short animations and do random shit like that. And I hated it so much because I felt like I had no connection to the characters because there was no like overarching story that I was telling, right? So I typically don't have OCs, but because I had a story, the Big Kahuna, those characters basically became my OCs, and since they came from an existing story, it's easy for me to, you know, like incorporate them in things. I guess I don't know. I'm kind of like tired, so my brain is not functioning. I'm on like autopilot. Whoa, what? Something about that's kind of cool though. Like he's got like an untrustworthy vibe. It's like Bruce seems to be the really bad guy, but the really sinister one behind the scenes is Colin. Uh-oh. My phone just died. I was using that to see the chat. I've always tried to find this song and I kept forgetting what it's called. Sonic CD title, let's see, Sonic CD title, temp, whatever. I gotta open up the stream again on my phone because I totally lost track of the chat. Okay. It was called Tempest Present JP. Sorry, that's quite loud. Okay. Honestly, I cannot finish these sketches. I feel so, like, tired. I don't want to draw right now. I guess maybe I can end the stream with just some big Kahuna sketches. It's been so long since I've drawn these characters. So I may be a little off with the way I draw them, but, you know, bear with me here. Because I am going to end stream very soon. I feel so tired. I wish I could have streamed longer, but at this point, like, it's been so long since I've streamed that I lost, like, you know, the ability to stream for so long. to draw Santiago. This is wild. This is someone how I draw him. I'll draw him without his hat. He's got like shaggy, porcupine-esque hair. Whoa, Cassius! Oh my goodness, hey dude! If I'm thinking of the correct Cassius. Because I don't know if this is like a random YouTuber that's named Cassius as well, but oh, it is Cassius! Yo! Hey, man. I was trying to sketch some Skyward Sword characters, but I got really tired. So now I'm just kind of fucking around. Oh, excuse my language. Now I'm just kind of messing around and trying to draw my Big Kahuna characters, because Ali just watched Big Kahuna, so. But I can't even remember how to draw them. It's been that long. So one thing that I did in Big Kahuna was in Santiago's room. I had him kind of like have a bunch of different like sculptures of like fish, as he's been trying to figure out like, you know, what the Big Kahuna is and where exactly it is. So here we have him chipping away at some wood. How would you hold that like this? The way I can't even draw his hand, like oh my gosh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh my gosh. What was art school like, if you don't mind me asking? It was okay. I think the best part about art school is like the connections you make along the way. But I don't, man, that, can you imagine? Sorry, before I even get into this, school was like 3 years ago for me, and that was like 5 years of my life just in school, right? Boy, I don't even know where to begin. Art school was fine. I got to meet like, you know, people and get a tutor before I started like, you know, studying animation like in the program. I can't even get my words right. I'm like, ugh. I'm thinking of so many things all at once. Let me just stop drawing so I can actually like say what it was like. It was fine. We had this fundamentals program that you could take before going to your main program if you didn't get in. I did that and just focused on like learning the basics and stuff. Then when I got into animation school and, you know, started doing that, it was okay, but the biggest thing is that most of the classes, they kind of already expected you to know a lot of things. So if you were like literally starting from like ground zero, you probably would have had a bit of a hard time. Like, well, I did, right? I didn't have the strongest technical skills, and I didn't have the strongest like anatomy skills or any of that shit. And that's honestly my fault. I mean, look at this. Look at these hands. I didn't even practice. Of course, I'm gonna lose my like ability, right? But what am I trying to say? It was okay. Some of the stuff that you learn from school, you could have easily learned it from online. But the benefit of it was like we had access to software, we had access to Cintiqs. It was my first time kind of being out on my own, independent from my family for the most part. And group projects fucking suck ass, so just get ready for that. Unless you have a really good cooperative group. And then working on my thesis film was like my favorite thing to do all year. Like, I'm so proud, even though like I look back and I see some things I wish I could have done better, I'm so proud of myself for what I achieved on that film, because like it was a testament to my personal creativity and my personal style and what I like to do that I wasn't able to really show when I was in school, because I was so focused on trying to like get all the technical things right, and I was so focused on trying to get my grades right and all the assignments and so many things, and it's just like, oh my gosh. Ali says, I'm trying to brush up my fundamentals right now and make a strong portfolio before high school ends. Yeah, that's a very smart idea. I did a similar thing when I was in high school. I literally did not have any, like my animation background was Flipnote. I animated on Flipnote as a kid, so I didn't have anybody kind of like helping me with that. So in high school, I had a graphic design teacher, and she would always like allow me to borrow her like tablet that was like, we had tablets in class, like Intuoses, and she would let me like use it after school, like in class, to just like draw and practice and prepare my portfolio. And even though she wasn't an animator, I just got feedback from her and like just tried to keep my mind on the grind, trying to like just get better, right? So it's good to hear that you're practicing your fundamentals before school ends. Oh my gosh, I feel so tired. I am not proud of this, like, this set of doodles. I usually do better than that. But my brain literally feels so fried right now. Breathe in. I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy, but there's this channel I used to watch on YouTube called Technical Dave. Technical Dave, made by David Rossi, and it's basically he went to Sheridan College, which is like the animation school I went to. Thanks. You like the way I draw myself? I like it too, because it doesn't, while it doesn't physically look like me, not to brag, but I look better than that. It well encapsulates my goofiness and like my character's emotion. It's goofy, but in a good way. Exactly, right? So Technical Dave is his name. I'll write it down. Technical Dave by David Rossi. So let me just start off by saying one of my favorite animated movies is Goofy Movie, right? And the second one, because it just has that 90s summery, you know, going to college for the first time vibe that I just love so much. So when I was in high school, I obviously was bright-eyed about college, and I was very happy to go. And I stumbled across this guy named David Rossi, who made these YouTube videos talking about his experience in art fundamentals and in the illustration program at the school. And watching it was so funny, but also so interesting to see like just how things go when you're in that school setting, right? And just how his like I'm about to rewatch it because I love watching Technical Dave. So I would say give it a watch. Let me just quickly like pull it up and like show you. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Technical Dave. David Rossi. Okay. Yeah. This is his channel, Technical Dave. And in the Technical Dave channel, basically it's just like art school culture. Very little. life drawing classes, like the ups and downs, like it feels like I'm like reading a comic, right? So he also used to be a comic artist, and like, you know, he grew up in the age and the time where like comics were super duper duper like everywhere, right? So when you watch this, it just feels like, I don't fucking, I'm too tired to articulate my words, but it's really great. And when you start going to school, like your actual art college, you're really gonna resonate with the stuff that you see here in this video. So I'm gonna put the link in the stream chat in case like you'd like to see it, or whatevs. Oh, I love the song. Okay. Sucks that I couldn't really like draw more, but I'll check out his channel after stream. Cool. A little Okarun doodle. Looks fucking crazy. It's supposed to be like me crying. I'm so lazy I can't even draw my typical like goofy self. Ugh. Let me try drawing with my left hand. I'm looking into Sheridan. Honestly, the animation portfolio kind of scares me. Really? Like the requirements of the portfolio scares you, or? I'm drawing with my left hand now, by the way. What scares you about the animation portfolio for Sheridan? Holy shit, drawing with my left hand is so hard. But it kind of adds like a really like... It kind of makes this even more funny. Like it adds more comedy to my already comedic art style. The weather is so nice, I just want to go outside. Oh my gosh, this is hard. Oh boy. Let's see. I've seen other people who've been rejected, though I feel like they did really well, and international students have to score higher. Also, figure drawing is the bane of my existence. I feel that. That's actually very true. So yeah, the international students thing being a bit higher has always been kind of like, you know, a lot. You know, I don't know. But I guess it's because, you know, they need to make room for like local students, maybe. Um Yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes you see a person's portfolio and you're like, oh, why didn't this person get in? But then it's like once you finish going through the process of like, you know, going to the school, you kind of realize, oh, maybe this is why this didn't work. Like this person didn't really grasp the how storyboarding works, or this person didn't really grasp like their character designs need like they might look like cool Tumblr sexy man type art styles, but they don't really work for animation, like stuff like that. Like, and it really also depends on who the person is that's grading the portfolio, because you know sometimes they do have their personal preferences. You know, figure drawing, like when I first applied to Sheridan, I didn't get in the first time, right? And my figure drawing, I got my siblings to like pose for it. I just drew them, and it kind of just looked like this. Okay, I'm obviously kind of like making it look even sketchier because I'm too lazy to actually like draw proper figure drawing. But the point is, it looked very like wiry and like stuff like this, right? It didn't feel like the typical like life drawing you'd see, but I scored pretty well on it. For me, what made me not get in the first time was my storyboarding section. I just did not know what the fuck I was doing. And the layout section, I did not know how to draw perspective very well back in the day. But what I did was I went to Fundies, right? And then I looked for tutors. Well, I didn't look for a tutor. A person I met once introduced me to a tutor, and we started studying under a person who like was currently at the time a Sheridan animation student in 4th year. So studying with that person helped me practice a lot of different things. He like instilled, like I still have this ginormous sketchbook next to my bed, like my bed, excuse me, my table right now, that's like full of just draw a line every day, practice drawing perspective grids every day, put circles within the grids, put 2 dots and try and connect the line with your eyes to get stronger, more clean line work. It's crazy, but it's such good practice. And then he also would tell us to go to life drawing like almost like at least twice a week, and to practice specific things. Like he'd teach us to practice drawing like anatomy, but at this point I've already forgotten like most of the shit that I learned, unfortunately. But that's where I would say like the Fundies program was good for me. Not the program itself. The program itself was kind of bullshit, but just the access it gave me to the extracurricular things like the after school life drawing classes, or you know, all that stuff, right? That was really nice. So I never had any of those things in high school, and it's honestly quite mind-boggling that they expect a lot of people from high school to have such high skills with animation, because it's like, for most of us at least, we've never had proper training, right? Like we're going to this school expecting you guys to teach us how to get good at this. But when you're in the school, they expect you to at least know like a huge chunk of it, and then they just kind of give you the bare bones knowledge. So that's the thing I would tell you when it comes to animation school. Just try not to go to a school that's way too expensive, because you might be like, what the fuck, why did I do that? And at the very least, if you're going to go to an animation school, make sure that you're going to graduate with a degree, not a diploma, because degree just sounds a little better and it may be a bit more useful. So there's my 2 cents. That's my advice. Bro, this stream has been such ass crack. I'm so sorry. It's been months since I streamed, so I don't even know how to like do anything. I am ready to pass out, so I think I'm gonna call it a night for my stream. This is so wild. One day when I practice drawing the characters more and I'm more used to drawing them, I'll have another stream where I'm just like having fun making comics or something. But thanks for tuning in. Ali, I don't know if like you're like still hearing me like on time because of stream lag or whatever, but take care. Thanks for joining the stream, and best of luck with you know, art school applications and stuff, and you'll be fine. Pop Tunes, hello. Like I was literally just about to end stream.